Thank you for joining us for Simple Stream Week. If you would like to continue following our market analysis and get access to other free education, sign up for our free room with the link in the description.
Hey, what's up guys? Sam here, and I'll be doing the free video for Friday, June 17th, 2022. So we got the big OPEX out of the way. It was around $3 trillion worth of derivatives that expired today. That's 3 trillion with a T. Led to believe that's a big number. So what's next? I just finished doing the premium video for the folks in the gold room, and it was a long one. We really try to look at a lot of different markets and see if we can put the pieces together. I'm going to share a little bit of it with you guys here. I don't think a lot of the clues that I got were really found in the SPY at all, right? You're down 3 ATR weekly. You spent every day this week, almost, at least 4 out of 5 days this week, down at 3 ATR daily. You got this whipsaw signal that I pointed out to you in the last Friday free video, right? I showed you how that signal is actually kind of the most aggressive signal because it goes up and then it gets whipped down. It's very similar to kind of like a whiplash effect. So we already went through the charts in the premium room, so I kind of already know what I'm looking at here, and I just don't have anything here to show you guys in terms of a reversal signal. Everything really is lining up for more continuation. I was looking at a couple of things, and I'll share those with you here in just a second in terms of what to look for, and I'll just and we'll take a look at those here in just a sec. At least I would need to see an hourly thrust signal right after these sell signals that came in right after CPI, and I don't even have that. So you have a very aggressive downtrend, a very aggressive weekly downtrend, very aggressive daily downtrend, a very aggressive hourly downtrend, right? You haven't even tested the hourly 50 yet, and then you have no reversal of fortune here on any of the indicators, right? So the clues are not going to be found this week on SPY. So I do want to show you this though, because there's a couple of things that I want you to keep on your list, because if these things break down, then you just keep shorting the market, even if it's down 100 ATR, I suppose. You see how you have a low here, and then you have a temporary lower low on SPY, right? So price went down. Okay. Here's one of the clues that I found this in the premium video. So here's HYG. Now, why do we care about HYG? Because HYG tends to be kind of the canary in the coal mine, right? It's high yield bonds, it's junk bonds. It's the crap nobody wants. But if they start to want the crap, then they're going to go and pick up some SPY and some QQQ, right? That's kind of the idea. They'll buy the crap first. So I just showed you a low and a lower low on SPY. Here you have a low and you have a higher temporary low so far, right? So that is a positive momentum. It's not a positive momentum divergence, but it is a positive divergence between SPY and HYG, right? HYG is making a higher low, SPY is making a lower low. How do you reconcile the two? Anytime that you have HYG and SPY doing two different things, trust HYG, right? Not easy to do in this particular spot, but you do have to trust that dynamic pretty often. So that's step one. Step two, and of course for this to work, HYG has to continue holding higher lows on an hourly chart. So it's something you can monitor. If you don't see that happening, stay short the SPY or the QQQ because it's going way lower. I still think the SPY gets to about 350 to 340, right? These are the targets that I gave you in the free videos twice now. The first one in March, and then we made another one, I think it was in May. You can look those up and see it for yourself. SPY 340, we're still going there. But the question is for next week, what happens? The other signal that I would have you keep an eye on here, and again, the best way to keep an eye on this stuff is just put an alert on your chart, right? Put an alert on your chart on HYG hourly below a low. And if it gets below that low, short the market. And if it doesn't ever trigger, then you can start looking for a short squeeze. Same thing here with the dollar. So this is Dixie. The level on Dixie for the dollar, 104. If it gets back below 104 and closes there on a daily basis, especially if it has like two consecutive closes below 104, really the real tell is two consecutive closes below 104, that then opens up the door for the short squeeze, right? So if you don't get these signals, right, if Dixie stays above 104, all you have to do is just right click on your chart, leave an alert, walk away. You don't even have to watch it. But if Dixie stays above 104, then the bears have full control of the market. If Dixie gets back below 104, especially if it has two sequential closes below 104, that's the first step in a short squeeze. And I think in that instance, you know, it'll be worth playing because we're so extreme to the downside. 3 ATR weekly, 3 ATR daily. Just a snap back to the daily 8 would make a big difference. So you can't look for the short squeeze yet. But if the Dixie gets back under 104, HYG makes higher highs, then you start looking for the short squeeze. I want to leave you guys with two long-term signals here, and I'm going to do this very quickly because I know you have cat videos to watch. QQQ, long-term. We're going back to the .com or 2009. Take your pick. These are signals that I've already shown, but I want to show them to you again because they're important. You see the lower indicator down here? It gave you buy signals after 2009. Those buy signals stayed active. You see how there's no arrows for 13 years? It says buy here, do nothing for 13 years, stay long. But what has changed? You tell me. Right there. The first sell signals in 13 years on the QQQ. Point number one. Point number two. What you want to see with the momentum indicator is for it to look like price. So for example, you have a high here, you have a higher high here, and a higher high here. You see how the high here is there. The higher high in price is also higher, and then the third high is also higher. That's normal. That's just exactly what it should look like. That's standard. Here's where it gets not standard. You have a high here. You have a much higher high here. Price went way up. Look what the indicator's doing. See how it's going down? That ain't good. What does that tell me? Well, this is actually setting up a really dangerous pattern that you should be aware of. I don't think it plays out immediately, but if it does, it is so massive that it will be worth knowing about. So just keep it in the back of your mind. Again, these are very long-term charts. I gave you the stuff for next week, and I think that's valid. So you make sure you have those alerts set. But keep this in the back of your mind because this is a critical signal. In the same way that you're getting your first sell signal here, what do you think is going to happen over here next? You're probably going to get a sell signal soon, right? Also, you've made this significantly higher high on a negative momentum divergence. And now you have sell signals. You have the squeeze in a down slope. These signals will trigger something very big. So while I think that SPY 340, 350, right in that zone is a very strong, I'll say it 3 times, strong level of support where you'll get a big bounce, I don't think it holds, folks. So I'll set you up for the next big video in this video. All right, the first big video that I sent out was in March, I think it was, where it said SPY 340. That was when the SPY was at 420. But we'll have a new big video coming soon. But this sets the stage. So I got you covered for next week. You know what to look for. The spots are thin. If you don't see the dynamic around the dollar and HYG playing out, stay short. If you do, consider that a short squeeze might be coming. Bigger picture, this is what's in front of us, and get ready for the ride. Don't be afraid of it. It'll be fun. But it's only fun if you're aware of it, and now you are. So with that said, guys, thanks for stopping by, checking out our videos. We appreciate it. It's a 3-day weekend, and you spent some time with us, so we certainly appreciate it. If you think we have good content, leave us a like. Leave us a comment as well. Actually, the comments are worth more than the likes, so you can just say, hey, I like root beer, I like my dog, Let us know what you're going to watch on YouTube, or just drop us a question and we'll try to get back to you. So interact with us a little bit. That'll help the YouTube algorithm gods bless our channel, and hopefully you enjoy our content going forward. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Cheers. Hey, guys. This is Sam, and I'm the Director of Equities at Simpler Trading. I want to thank you for watching this video, and before you go somewhere else on the YouTube, I'd like to ask that you comment and like the video. It really does help us out with the algorithm and getting the message out to more folks who like to see our content. Also, be sure to click the bell notification and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss anything that comes out. If you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, come over to simplertrading.com and learn how to sign up. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you for the next video. Cheers.